This scene is just iconic, but not many people know about the season which led up to this moment. Or how about this moment where Michael Jordan sealed his 6th NBA championship? Until recently, this season had also been thrown in the dust and only remembered by this one highlighted clip. But what if I told you that the individual seasons behind these moments might just be more iconic than these clips themselves? They might just be more great. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ish from TMB Productions, and since the beginning of sports, we have all watched great players dominate. Whether it was Muhammad Ali or Michael Jordan, we all remember witnessing the greatest of all players. And with a great player usually comes a great NBA season. As you can tell by the title, we're going to figure out the greatest individual NBA seasons of all time. But before that, let's jump right into my criteria. First off, I'm going to assess each season by a couple of categories, after which I'll rank the season out of 10. For example, let's take Giannis's 2018-2019 season. The categories I will judge by are regular season statistics, accolades, and the playoffs. Giannis posted a stat line of 27.7 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. I would give him a solid 7 for stats. When it comes to accolades, Giannis was able to win his first ever MVP as well as an All-Star appearance. A solid 4 on the accolade scale. When it comes to playoffs, however, Giannis actually did way worse than in the regular season, putting up 25.5 points per game on 57% true shooting, thus giving him a 2 on the playoff category. With a 13 as a combined score this season wouldn't even crack my top 50 list. This begs the question, how good does an NBA season have to be to break the top 10? For that, let's travel back to the 1987-88 season with the Chicago Bulls, when a 25-year-old MJ is on a complete tear. He's averaging over 35 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 3.2 steals, 1.6 blocks on 53.5% field goal shooting, all the while racking up MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All-NBA First Team, All-Defensive First Team, All-Star, All-Star Game MVP, while being the slam dunk contest champions. Oh, did I also mention that he led the league in steals and scoring? These outstanding feats gave him a 10 for stats and a 10 for accolades. However, in the playoffs, the Bulls were destroyed by the Pistons, thus giving this season a final score of 23, fitting the player who achieved it. However, this great season only earns itself a 10 on this list. In fact, a season that displays even greater stats than the one above was able to edge out Michael Jordan's. In Wilt Chamberlain's 1961-62 season, he averaged over 50 points, absolutely setting the world on fire. There isn't much to say here, as Wilt's season finished with a combined score of 24, slotting him with the 9th spot on this list. With the 7th spot, LeBron James' 2011 season barely edges out Wilt's, with a combined total of 25. This was simply due to the fact that LeBron was the unanimous MVP of those finals. However, all these seasons are all surpassed by our good old friend, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, with one of the greatest basketball seasons ever. Kareem averaged a whopping 31.7 points per game, 16 rebounds, 3.3 assists on 57.7% field goal shooting. On top of that, he was an NBA champion, Finals MVP, All-Star NBA First Team, All-Defensive Second Team, All-Star, while leading the league in scoring. I gave him a solid 9 on stats, as well as a 9 on accolades. This paired with his great finals performance and the fact that he was an NBA champion supports the 27 I gave him. But this moment is only good enough to be ranked 4th. So, in 80 seasons, which player had the greatest NBA season of all time? Well, if you thought it was Michael Jordan, then you're 100% wrong. In fact, even though he was averaging over 31.5 points per game, as well as winning a chip and it was also unanimously known as his best season. Jordan's season only ranked third on this list with the 28. So with the final two players left, you can probably assume who one of them are. It's the 1966 season, and Wilt Chamberlain is averaging 25 points and 8 assists. Oh wait, my bad. I must have left out the fact that he was also averaging 25 boards and was shooting 68% from the field. Monster numbers from a player who played like a beast. These stats warrant him a 10. On top of that, when it comes to accolades, Chamberlain earns himself a 9. If that wasn't great in and of itself, in the playoffs he upped his game and took home the title. This makes him deserving of a 10 in the playoff category. With that, Wilt finishes with a combined score of 29 points. So far on your screen are the top 9 individual seasons, without the number 1 best season revealed. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess who it is. 3, 2, 1. With the greatest individual season of all time, Shaquille O'Neal earns himself a perfect score of 30. In the 1999 season, Shaq was able to put up a monster 29.7 points per game, 13.6 rebounds per game, 3.8 assists per game, 0.5 steals per game, 3 blocks per game on 57.4% field goal shooting. This was paired with being an NBA champion, Finals MVP, All NBA first team, All Defensive second team, All-Star Game MVP, and he led the league in scoring. This all backs up why I gave him a 10 in the stat and accolade category. On top of this, he led the Lakers to a 67-15 record. In the playoffs, he upped his stats even more, posting 38 points per game, 16.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 2.7 blocks per game, shooting at above 61% from the field in one of the best finals performances in NBA history. This season, Shaq exceeded 40 points on 9 different occasions, including a 61-point, 23-rebound outburst against the Clippers on his birthday. In 23 playoff games, Shaq dropped 40 or more 5 times, including 3 40-point nights in 6 finals games. If that isn't greatness, then I don't know what is. And yes, if you're confused about this result, I don't blame you. I too was also confused by the fact that Shaquille O'Neal had the greatest NBA season ever. But the more I researched, the more obscure things I was able to find. For example, in ESPN's list of the top 75 individual seasons, MJ claims 9 of them. When you average at the ranking of his seasons, he has an average of 30. On the other hand, LeBron James stakes claim to only 8 spots on this list, but the average of his rankings amounts to 22, which I thought was pretty weird because rather than showing off LeBron's longevity, this stat tends to highlight his consistency. To be honest, I don't know why I threw that in, but I found a lot of cool, interesting facts doing research. So you can safely assume that I want to make a new video with these interesting facts. So yeah, let's get 20 likes on this vid, and I'll drop a video over the craziest NBA facts. Before you guys click off this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. And share with all your friends and family, because that will mean a lot to me, because these videos take forever to make. On top of that, go follow our Instagram, and yeah, we post a lot of cool stuff over there. And before you click off once again, let me just tell you another interesting update I have. I'm going to try and post almost every other day for the next couple of weeks. It might not work, but I just want to try it because I got school starting in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be pretty busy and I'll only be able to post about 1 video a week. So I'm going to try to get as much videos as I can for you guys in that time. So yeah, until next time, it's Ish signing off.